Hi guys, welcome to this session in Microsoft Word. In this module, I want to show you how you can create flowchart diagrams in Word and automatically have them connect and stay connected when you move the shapes around the screen. Now by default, that does not happen. So what I'm going to do is quickly do a little diagram. So I'll go Insert, Shapes, get myself a rectangle shape and draw that on there. Now, if I want to repeat that shape, rather than drawing it again, I can do Control D for duplicate and then Control D again and again. So I get 4 of these. Then you can just position them where you want them to be on your page. And then what you probably do now is go for a connector. And you have, while you've still got the shape selected, you have these features. If I click off that, you'll see that disappears and then you're back to Insert Shape. But if you're on one of these shapes, that action brings this back. So that's what I want, the elbow connector. I want to connect these together. So I'm sitting myself on what I think is a connection point, and I'll drag it across to this other shape. And I don't get a connection point on that, but I'll just put it there. It looks like it's on it. When I click on this shape and move, that actually wasn't a connection point and it isn't glued to it in any way, shape or form. And if I pull this one off, that's not connected either. So the default settings in Word is for what's called a drawing pane not to be displayed. Now to have things connect up like it does in other programs like Excel and PowerPoint and things like that, you have to have the drawing canvas on the screen. So let's get that on the screen and you can see the difference. I'll just Control A all of that, delete. Now insert still shapes. Down the bottom of the shapes, right down the bottom of the shapes, you have got this feature, new drawing canvas. If I click on that, you get this square, which doesn't look too impressive, but when you draw shapes now, so I'll do the same thing, do Control D, move them across into where I want them to be, and then you'll see that when I get the connector tool this time and move over a shape, any shape, I get these little circles which are connection points, and you can go from one to the other. And as you hover over the other shape, the connection points appear, and then you can just glue all these together. And then what will happen is, we'll just do one more. When you move these shapes around, no matter where you move them to within this canvas, they will stick together and not come apart like that. So that's how you get them to stay glued in Word. Otherwise, you get a diagram that loses its connection points when you move shapes, which is really irritating. Now there is a default setting that you can set in options that will display that drawing canvas every single time you open Word. And if you go into File Options, down the bottom there, File Options, it's on the Advanced tab, and what you have to tick is this option. So if you tick that option, it will be the default setting. So if I click OK to that, do myself a new file, Control N, and then go and insert a shape. Let's see what happens. It's there straight away, look. And if I do Control D, move that across, go and get my connection tool, sit my mouse on that, straight across to the other one, and then just check that it's connected. So that's just a very short video on how you can set the drawing canvas as a default so that every time you do a shape and want to connect it to another shape, it will remain connected when you move those shapes apart. So hopefully this video is of use. Thank you for your time, and I'll catch you in the next one.